Save this video for the next time you get your makeup professionally done so that you know if you need to get out of the chair. Get ready with me to be the villain. I'm going to show you what a hygienic and professional makeup application should look like. I promised my friends this video forever ago. Makeup artists are about to hate me. Fashion season is here. This video is so necessary. Please stop giving us pink eye. I'm actually going to work out of my professional kit. If you're dirty, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna let this sit on as a mask for a sec while I introduce you to my kit. This is the powders kit, and this is the creams kit. Look at their kit. Is it dirty? Is there makeup everywhere? That is your first cue to go the door. Thank you. The best friend of a pro application is 70% alcohol. 70 has more water in it than 90, so it'll sit on the surface long enough to actually kill the bacteria. Your makeup artist should be 70% alcoholing before you get there, but bonus points if they do it in front of you. It doesn't affect the formula. At most, a little bit of a crust. Scrape it off with the spoolie and you are good. Alcohol doesn't apply though to your creams.
That's my opinion!
Powder in itself tends to be antimicrobial and antibacterial because there isn't air in the product. There's no liquid, there's no place for the bacteria to like have a moment. Some resources will tell you that you need to wipe off the top layer of every powder that you're using, the layer of unpredictability. I just go in with 70%. If you're having your makeup done at a retail store, I would ask them to wipe everything off. There are gonna be warrants out for me, I just know it. This is our lash curler. Stunning. Obviously, we have to do it to the tools as well. Let her soak, put her to the side. Brushes obviously need to be cleaned and sanitized. You can use things like Cinema Secrets, 70% alcohol even to clean your brushes. Sponges, however, are their own thing. It depends on who you ask. Most makeup artists will have new unopened beauty blenders and or sponges. That or a good old white triangle sponge. Okay, the good old days. Can you disinfect these? Yes, technically. Do I trust that disinfection? I don't know. If you are a germaphobe, I would bring your own sponge for them to use. Just saying you shouldn't have to, but I would. Another important tool, a palette. In terms of surfaces to work off of, you have two options, palette or sanitized hand. They should be sanitizing their hands in front of you. If they're not, you're nasty. Nasty. Don't even want to speak to you. I can't even look at you right now. I do prefer a palette and you'll see why in 2 seconds. Hear me when I say this. No component touches your face. If there's a doe foot, the only place it touches is the palette. Okay. They're only allowed to double dip if where they're putting the product has yet to touch your face. Once the brush touches the product and your skin, if they need more product, it goes on a fresh part of the palette. This makes sure there's no contamination. Things I've seen, horrifying. It is totally fine for them to use their fingers if they have sanitized them. The heat of your hand can warm up products, so don't freak out if they are touching skin. If I had to choose between a sponge or a finger, I would choose hand, unless I know it is a fresh sponge. Microorganisms are very real, you guys. You can have that, I don't need it. Artists are able to work directly off of powder palette because again, since there is no air in the component, the bacteria isn't able to get into the product. It only lives on the surface. Don't stress out. As long as they sanitized it, you're good. This is like How to Catch a Predator, Makeup Artist Edition. Did already post my spot concealing video that is in the makeup playlist. Quickly doing that right now. Gorgina. Anything with a wand. There must be a spoolie. You can either dunk the spoolie or work off of the component spoolie. However, once this touches your skin, the artist must get another spoolie. Double dipping equals pink eye. We don't do pink eye. Some of these makeup artists do because they're nasty. We're getting into cream, so I'm disinfecting my spatula. When dipping into cream products, we need a clean spatula. You could also use a clean disposable. She just needs to be clean. And then we place that product in a clean area of our palette. I need more product. Take more product. A clean place on our palette. This is keeping everything hygienic. If a tool or a component is coming in contact with a place that has your microbiome on it, that's contamination. A lot to take in, but this is why a professional makeup artist is so important because they'll know all of this. Gorgina. Act like I'm not taking this from my own kit. When it comes to brushes, this is synthetic. Synthetic brushes tend to be antimicrobial, antibacterial. Natural fiber brushes, just like our own hair, are porous. Bacteria can find cute little homes. It's obviously important to clean all of your brushes no matter what. This is just good information for you at home, choosing your own brushes. If you don't like to wash your brushes, I would go synthetic. You're nasty, but I would go synthetic. Stunning. You just saw me blow on that. If your artist blows on their brush or their palette, get out of that chair. I shouldn't have even blown on my own palette, but I did. Yell at me in the comments. Other things that are going to be harboring bacteria, like your liners, mascaras, liquid harbors, powder. They say, get out of here. Well, I really went into that crease. They will be sanitizing this between clients, right? I can't wait to be every makeup enthusiast nemesis. That's right, I said enthusiast. If you don't know sanitization, you're not an artist. All of your nastiness. Well, that brings us to pencils. This is crucial. See how dull and sad this liner is? This is the sanitary sharpening process. Drench in alcohol or just after you have a sharp pencil, that pencil has to, again, be sanitized and let it sit. If they do not sanitize it after they pull it out of the sharpener, get out of that nasty chair. Can really catch a nasty infection from a dirty liner. For liners, pencils are one of the more sanitary options. Probably the most important PSA that I'm going to give you. If a felt tip of any kind gets near your eyes, grab that felt tip and fling it. Don't let that enthusiast put a felt tip on you. Oh my God, nasty. You should be using a gel. I can't. I literally can't even look at you. Clean place on my spatula. Oh, that's a palette with a brush. We pick our liner up. It is okay for you to watch your artist like a hawk. You are paying for a service. Liners are almost synonymous with infection. Really do not play with it. Lashes. This has already been sanitized. However, as a courtesy to your client, do it in front of them, please. You're also welcome to bring your own lash curler if you have a favorite one. The number of people who have brought me the Chanel curler should be studied. When it comes to mascara, we need to use disposables, unless of course you have a staple mascara that you use on only your client. People who have regulars do this. I like to dunk the product on and then I like to bend the tip like this. Applying onto other people, it makes it easier. Oh my God, I finished this eye. Toss it. Nasty. Fresh spoolie. Stunning. The only acceptable lash glue is squeezable. Do not apply your glue with a wand on a client. I can't even believe I have to tell you that. Lash application tool, sanitize it. Do you see this? It's an exquisite handcrafted lash from yours truly. If your artist blows on this, get out of that chair. Exquisite work of art. Wow, I am so effortlessly talented. That is actually Gorgina. On to concealer. As we can see, this palette is occupied. I'm just gonna give it a nice wipe. Sanitized, fresh, and stunning. Okay, you see this doe foot? It's never touching the skin. I would rather a professional would never get mad at you for speaking out. If I was in La La Land and accidentally forget something, I would say thank you for reminding me. Like, truly thank you. It slipped my mind. The only people who would actually be upset are people who are, say it with me, nasty. I'm just gonna mix up a contour. Your artist could totally use a spatula to apply whatever they mixed up onto your skin. However, it needs to be cleaned after. Exquisite beauty. Did I say that powder is antibacterial? Technically, would I ever dip a puff directly into the component? No! My hand is clean. I like working from my hand. And then of course a clean puff. I prefer disposable one. Can you imagine using a puff and then dipping it into? Oh my God, I can't. Because what? That's nasty. Gorgeous. This has been sanitized. Yes, babe, that's gorge. Stunning. Remember, after we sharpen, we still disinfect. Cold sores? Not on my vision board. Because why? They're nasty. We need to briefly discuss a technicality. Some artists will sanitize their lipsticks like this. I don't love working off of the bullet. So I do prefer to depot all of my lipsticks and using a clean doe foot, getting product out. Am I gonna say the other way is not sanitary? No, I'm not. I just don't prefer that. Then for lip gloss, never a component doe foot on your mouth ever. I feel like most artists use a squeezable clear gloss like this. You can mix up your own shades of lip gloss. Lip gloss plus your lipstick equals that shade of lip gloss. That lip gloss needs to be applied with a separate doe foot. Non-negotiable. If they are putting a component doe foot on you, get out of the chair. Nasty. I mean, I really feel like we got through all of it. I think I'm done. Setting spray doesn't really have a rule. Oh, literally so gorge. Oh, I need just a little highlight. Obviously a clean doe foot. So stunning. Wow. Not only do I look stunning, you can now go get your makeup done with confidence. And that's the Hygienic Glam. Germs where? We don't know her. Bacterial infections? Evicted.